Just one normal day of Leeds United is all I'm asking for at this point, but it looks like we are not going to get it as we approach deadline day. I've changed up that side. I've changed all the branding as well. It looks very special. So this is going to be a quick update on all of the up-and-coming Leeds news, what's about to be announced, who could be going out. It's all a little bit chaotic towards the end of the window. First up, we got one player that has come in definitely for a medical, Ilia Gruev. He is a Hungarian midfielder. He's a fairly solid enough defensive midfielder, straight up DM, nothing really creative about him. I think it was Ghent that he was playing for before he's come here, and he looks decent enough. He's a 23-year-old, so he's got plenty of time to grow within our system. And yeah, I think his spot will be primarily as a backup rather than a straight-up starting midfielder, but we'll see as we go on. Someone that is more likely to get a lot of starts is Glen Kamara. Sorry for saying that wrong in previous videos. Someone corrected me in the comments. Thank you for letting me know. Glen Kamara is a very solid-looking player for Rangers. Apparently, Rangers fans have been saying that finally they've gotten rid of him. He checked out of the club a while ago, but that was apparently after a racist incident that occurred in his direction. So it's understandable that he sort of checked out of that club and didn't want to play too well for them. He's going to be a solid enough player when he comes to Leeds, either as a rotation option for Archie Gray, Ethan Ampadu, or even pushing his way into the starting 11. We'll see as we go on. Maybe even Archie Gray can play as a 10, and we'll get Ampadu and Kamara behind him as a sort of pivot. Who knows? We will find out. Both of those players are in for medicals at the moment, both with fees of around £5 million, and they should be announced within the next 24 hours. If they're not announced before sort of mid-afternoon tomorrow, I'd start to get a little bit worried, but we should be sorted by then. It seems to be an issue of just taking time with formalities rather than whether or not we can get the job done. However, there has been one bit of news that people are not super happy with from this entire situation, and that is the fact that apparently Leeds United are not looking at signing a left-back in this window. This bit of news came from Graham Smith a couple of hours ago, at least a couple of hours ago for me. Don't know when it was for you. Lunchtime-ish on Thursday. And he was in contact with the club who said that they were not interested in signing another left-back. They think they have enough full-backs for the season, and that's quite interesting to me because we have one dedicated left-back still Junior Firpo. Sam Byram is injured, Junior Firpo is injured, Jamie Shackleton had to play there recently. It's not a good-looking situation for us at the moment. Ideally, we would be looking at a left-back. Luke Thomas went to Sheffield United, who was someone that we were apparently looking at, and that isn't ideal, but it happens. It's a bit weird that they're not looking for another left-back. Maybe they think that our replacement players, such as Byram and Hjelder playing out of position, will do the job, but we'll find out towards the end of the season if it worked, I suppose. Someone else that we are looking at bringing in as a club is Ola Solbakken. He currently plays for AS Roma. He joined in January from, I think it was somewhere in Norway. It'll come to mind at some point soon. He was hailed as a sort of wonder kid. He played previously as a winger when he was in Norway. However, they sort of moved him on the inside for Roma because they needed a centre forward. Now they've signed Romelu Lukaku. Solbakken doesn't really fit into their system anymore, so potential move on for Leeds United. Whether or not it happens all comes down to a little interesting bit of news that I found out from one of my sources recently, and that is the fact that Luis Sinisterra could be looking at a move away from Elland Road. Sinisterra reportedly doesn't want to play in the second division, which is completely understandable for his level of talent, but considering the fact that we've already sort of stood out his relegation clause, considering the fact that we've sold Tyler Adams, we don't really need a fee, it would take a hell of a lot of money for him to move on. Now, then again, if we get that money in, we can likely reinvest, and we've got Solbakken waiting in the wings just in case. But it would cause a huge flood of transfer activity on the final day if that were to happen. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Subscribe for all the transfer news. I will be running a stream tomorrow that covers basically all of the Leeds United news and everything else from around the world of football. So please join. That'll be great fun. And yeah, hope you like the video. Comment, subscribe, and I will see you later.